Hello, everybody. Welcome to a brand new show here on Gonzo's Sports Room and ESCN Network. Name of the show is Thursday Night Blitz. It's our NFL, well, basically football show. We'll talk NFL, maybe sometimes college. Tonight, we're pretty much going to focus on the NFL, and right now, we're going to focus on Thursday night football game that's going on. And I believe Detroit just had scored again. I believe they're up now 27 to 9. Definitely taking over this game. Dallas with two turnovers, killing them, and just kicking field goals against a good offense like Detroit. If they're going, you're going to have to get touchdowns. You're not going to be able to just kick field goals. Chris, your thought on the game so far?
Damn phone's going crazy. Hold on. Forgot to silence it.
Yeah.
Detroit's controlled the line of scrimmage so far in this game, and then now Dallas has the two turnovers in that first half. Detroit's been was a more physical team in that first half, and they were able, when they got in the red zone, they got the touchdowns, and they were able, when Dallas got in scoring position, they held them to a field goal, and then they were able to get the interception, and then they just got another one to start the third quarter and got a quick touchdown out of it. So Dallas is digging themselves a big hole.
Yeah, they put some pressure on Dak. They've had 3 sacks in the first half. They had 3 sacks. That's
They
not
a
good.
big play downfield to CD Lamb. That's a heck of a catch.
Yeah, it was. Big Glenn, your thoughts on the game so
Uh,
far?
yeah. I'm honestly not surprised how the Cowboys are looking right now because they have officially come off a cloud nine in that way. As you know, because I'm a Colts fan and a Cowboys fan, but I'm not surprised at this outcome right now because the defense can't stay off the field long enough to make a stop like they need to, and
Yeah,
they're pretty much to just a little over half, a little over two, not over 2 quarters, they've allowed Jared Goff and the Lions offense to score 27 points, and that's not good.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was worried, and I said this earlier today. I was a little bit worried because they had played pretty good the last two home games. They was going back on the road, and you just never know. I mean, the Colts have struggled on the road a little bit, so I was worried how Dallas was going to do. They're trying to get back into it here. Oh, almost made a great catch there.
Um,
But yeah,
and another reason I picked Detroit earlier on the afternoon show was because Detroit is like 14-0 after a loss. They haven't lost
Yeah.
back-to-back games in
okay.
a couple of years. Like they're if they win this game, they'd be 15-0 following a loss. So
They got
It's the
some.
they don't lose
quintessential,
two games in a row very often.
yeah, it's the
Well,
quintessential Dan Campbell team gets right game.
they got some more bad news because Lamb's hurt.
Oh, imagine that. Like Stephen A. Smith says on the first day, with the Cowboys, what can go on will go on. And
He,
after
I
Thanksgiving, yeah,
don't
there
think
it is.
he's walking off. Um, I don't know. Hopefully, it's not too serious. He's a damn good receiver.
Yeah, he don't look right now. I'm watching it. I might be a little bit behind you.
But yeah, well, his when he went up, he landed funny. Uh,
And he's set up on like he's sitting on the ground, but like he don't look right sitting up like that. So
yeah, so we'll keep monitoring on this game. But Dallas is in scoring position on about the 17-yard line. And we'll keep you guys updated till we get off the air. Guys, the next I wanted to talk about maybe 3 or 4 games here, and then we'll get out of here. But segment I'm gonna call it "Break It Down." We're gonna break down the first game. We're gonna break down is the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Chris, the key for Indy. We're going on the road, going to Jacksonville. We haven't played well at Jacksonville. We've struggled with Jacksonville. Period. This is a playoff game. I mean, these next 2 games with Jacksonville and Houston, particularly, I think, are playoff games. And we also got Seattle and San Francisco, so we got a tough schedule. Uh, Big game. If we can put some distance between us and Jacksonville, if we can beat them. What does Indy have to do to win this game?
Oh, offense, we got to I think we got to try to get the ball in Jonathan Taylor's hands a little more than we have the last few games. Uh, Daniel Jones' injuries hurting the offense with the RPOs because now teams know there's no threat of Daniel Jones running the ball. So it's kind of took that element of our offense away, and I think that hurt us a little bit. But the big thing to me is going to be third down for our defense. We have to be able to get off the field. Here the last couple games, uh, we've struggled to get off the field. We've been good in the red zone, holding teams to field goals, but we've been letting teams go on long drives. Excuse me, eating up a bunch of the clock. So I think a big thing for us is going to be getting off the field on third downs. I think if our defense gets off the field on third down and the time of possession is closer than what it's been in the last couple of games, I think we'll be in a good spot.
Yeah, I think we got to run the football. I think we need over 100 yards from Taylor. It's definitely. Let me ask you:
When Jonathan Taylor runs for 90 or more yards, we're 6-0.
Yeah, I think
when he's not less than 90 yards, we're 2-4.
Yeah,
or 2-3 or whatever.
Definitely a big key. Let me ask you this: is there? And not that we're experts. I'm not saying that. But is there anything that we could change in our play calling to try to help our quarterback? Because he's not 100%. I mean, there's no way he can be 100% with that leg injury he's got. And he's still playing, and he's going to try to finish the season. And I still think he's playing pretty decent, but it's definitely changed the way he plays, and it's changed our offense. Is there any kind of thing that we can do to try to help him out other than just running the football? I mean, if we run the football more effective, that's going to help. But, of course, teams are going to key in on that, like you said, because they know what we can't do, so they're going to key on other things. So is there anything that we can do to try to help that out?
For me personally, I would probably bring in an extra tight end. Maybe utilize more Alex Hawks a little bit more than what he has been, because that dude's only caught a couple passes all season. Right now would be a good time that they bring him in a bigger packet on the line to get some more protection for Daniel Jones.
Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that's affecting is just there's no threat of him running the ball anymore. Him throwing the ball, I don't think it's really affecting that. Yeah, he ain't moving as well in the pocket. Can't move as well in the pocket, but he didn't get sacked last week. I think the main thing, I think we need to start using our screen game more on offense. Hitting that, we used to do the screens a lot to Pittman, quick wide receiver screen. We used to do it a lot to Downs. And then also with Jonathan Taylor, another way to get the ball to him, since you can't really do your RPOs like you was. I think we need to get that screen game going, or maybe even if they need to screen a few quick slants, and hit them a couple little short passes or almost like runs.
Do you think? I kind of thought the last game, and of course, when it hit, I mean, when it works, it works. But when it doesn't, I think we're trying to go down the field a lot. With deep passes. Do you think that we're doing that maybe too much?
Sometimes I think we do, but I like that we're aggressive. I like that we're being aggressive too. So it's hard to complain about it. But no, I agree. There is sometimes I'm thinking
Cowboys got a touchdown.
Yep.
I mean, why can't we just let's just get the first down and then worry about taking a shot? But we like pushing the ball down the field.
Yep. And we've got a couple good receivers at us that can do it. Big Glenn, your thoughts on what Indy needs to do to win this game?
Well, for one, they need to end the decade-long streak. That's one of the first things I want to see. It hasn't went well for us in Jacksonville ever. It hasn't mattered who the hell we had, whether it been the 06 Super Bowl champion team, the 09 AFC runner-up, or Super Bowl runner-up, or Andrew Luck. Every time that we've pretty much gone down there, we've gotten our ass kicked in some way or another over the years. So I say we go in there, run the ball, and put in the hands of Jonathan Taylor. I'm probably running, giving the balls to him a good 35 times.
That sounds good. I don't think they'll go that much. I think more 25 or more. I would like to see. I think would be more plausible. I mean, but if he's got it going, you never know. They might
Yeah.
intercept 35 times if he's breaking tackles. But I think the other big key is defensively. Jacksonville is a effective team when they're running the football, so we got to slow them down on the run. They're not near as good at passing the ball, so I think we got to slow them down on the run. Guys, the next game. Cincinnati Bengals and Buffalo. This is another game that's kind of playoff game. Definitely for Cincinnati. They've got to win them all to even have a chance. And it's an important game for Buffalo. It is at Buffalo. But Buffalo has trouble stopping the run. Uh, Cincinnati has been running the football better. They've been protecting the quarterback better. Chris, your thoughts on this game? Who do you think is going to win? And what do you think Cincinnati's got to do to pull off maybe a little bit of upset? I'd be more confident with Cincinnati as Cincinnati, but we're at Buffalo. So what do you think Cincinnati's got to do to try to have a game and to be in this game, and who do you think is going to win this game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. Yeah, I'd feel a little bit better if it was in Cincinnati. I feel a little better for the Bengals, but I think for the Bengals, it's going to come down to their defense. Can their defense play like they did last week? They played a little bit better the last couple of weeks. Can they do that again against Buffalo? And for Buffalo, they got to get the run game going. If Buffalo gets the run game going, then that opens up the rest of their offense, and then they destroy teams. If they can't they don't get the run game going, then they struggle. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good game, and I actually think the Bengals are going to pull off the upset.
Yeah, I think the key for the Bengals, and I know they can score points. It seems that they can score points. I think they got to hold Buffalo to win this game, in my opinion, under 24 points to have a chance. That's just my opinion. But I think Cincinnati's got a shot at it. But again, like the key of the game is Buffalo runs the football. If Cook gets going, Cincinnati's going to have a hard time staying with him. Big Glenn, what do you think?
I think what's going to happen is Joe Burrow is going to have his usual stats, but I think Josh Allen is going to go nuts and have one of his games. It's going to be one of those games as far as me on the fantasy side of things. He's probably going to have upwards of 35 or more points.
Okay.
Because the way the Bengals defense is, I'm fully expecting that to happen and stuff.
It can. Cincinnati's defense has played better the last couple of games, but they really ain't played the offense like Buffalo.
Yeah.
Man, I know they played Baltimore, but Baltimore's offense is not playing well right now.
Yeah, I think Zay Flowers only got like 1.9 points from last week. He didn't do shit. So
we know what Buffalo's capable of. Next game up, guys. Houston at Kansas City. Another game, a big playoff game. Chris, I don't know who's even favored in this game. It's probably pretty close. Probably Kansas City at home might be a slight favorite, or maybe it could be a pick 'em. The big key for Houston is, can they score enough points? If Houston can score 20 points or so, they can play with anybody because their defense is really good. We've seen that last week. They're holding teams to 16 points or less. They held the coach for 16 points and they won the game. So what do you think is going to happen in this game? And Chris, what do you think Houston's got to do to win this?
The spread is Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites.
Okay.
I like the Chiefs in this game. Chiefs are, I know the Chiefs aren't playing as good as they have maybe in the last couple of years, but the Chiefs are still good at home.
Yep.
They're still tough to beat at Arrowhead. They're a lot different team at home this year than they've been on the road. So with this being in Kansas City, I think the Chiefs are going to get the win. For the Texans, it's going to be their offense. Can they score some points? And I think they need to get their run game going. If they can get their run game going and possess the ball, they'll have a chance. They can't have turnovers.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs are just so tough to beat at Arrowhead. And if you look at their numbers, they played a lot better at Arrowhead this year than on the road. So, and after losing last week on Thanksgiving, I expect the Chiefs to come out and play a good game.
It's tough for me because I don't like to root for Kansas City, but I kind of going to because I need Houston. They're in our division, so I kind of like to see Houston lose. But it should be a good game. Big Glenn, what do you think? Who's going to win?
Honestly, I've watched Houston's defense the last several weekends,
What's up,
I
Frankie?
seen them play Houston or Houston play Buffalo. I watched them play Dallas, and I watched them play the Colts. I'm taking the freaking Houston Texans, unfortunately. I mean, because I want Houston to lose, but the way that Houston defense right now, they are playing freaking insane right now. So I'm gonna go with Houston. They get the job done.
Stop. Uh, Pablo, stop.
Sorry, Pablo.
He didn't like that pick.
No, he
Uh,
didn't.
next game up is Pittsburgh at Baltimore. I'm gonna see what his problem is. Chris, what do you think about this Pittsburgh Baltimore game? What?
Pittsburgh. Baltimore's a 5.5-point favorite at home in this game. I'll tell you what, this is a tough game to pick because
Yeah.
Baltimore hasn't been looking good offensively or defensively, but the Steelers haven't been looking real great offensively or defensively either. Their defense is so up and down. One game they look real good, and then the next game they look like a high school football team out there playing defense. But I think, man, it's a tough one because neither team's been playing very good. I think I'm gonna go with the Steelers here because I still don't think Lamar's completely healthy. That offense hasn't looked good, and the Ravens' defense hasn't looked real good. But these games usually come down to about 3 points most of the time, being a division game. But I think I'm gonna go with the Steelers in this game.
I think, if I remember correctly, both teams are 6-6. So, man, it's a very important game for both teams.
Yeah, whoever wins this game be in first place in the division outright. Because right now they're tied.
You would think Baltimore at home, but man, Chris, I kind of agree with you. Unless Lamar has a breakout game, which he hasn't had, I'm gonna say Pittsburgh. I think it's gonna be a field goal game, but either way, but I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. Big Lynn.
This is equivalent of a freaking two shits in a fucking pan. Because then both teams ain't playing well. Both quarterbacks ain't playing well. You got Pittsburgh wanting to fire chanting fire Tomlin, which they might have a point, but they've only had three coaches since 1969. I really don't give a shit about this game, honestly. But if you had to get me to pick one, I'll probably go with Ravens. I think Ravens starting to figure something out, even though it may not be much to write home in that way.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I think. Let's move on, guys. I had about 3 questions here, and then we'll do an update. Detroit just missed a field goal. Scores 27-16, I believe. Now, first question I have: who would you bet on if it was a playoff game between New England versus Buffalo? Chris, who would you take? If you've got your money, it's gonna be Buffalo and New England playoff game. Who would put your money on? Would it be the upstart New England team that's come on big this year, or would it be Buffalo, who's been a playoff team quite a bit, but they haven't been able to get the job done?
Depends on where's the game at.
Well, right now, I'm going to guess it would be in New England.
It'll be at Ball State University.
I can't say for sure, but right now the advantage would be, we'll say since New England's in the lead, we'll say it's at New England. And Buffalo's getting ready to play New England here pretty soon.
Yeah,
regular season.
Yeah, honestly, I think I would go with New England. I just don't trust that Buffalo defense. They can't stop the run, and I think New England with the 2 running backs will be able to run the ball on them, and then and that's going to open their passing game up for May. So, I think New England has the better defense out of the 2 teams, and New England can score points. So, I'd go with New England.
Okay. Big Glenn, what about you?
I'm going New England as well, and I'll tell you why. Mike Vrabel. He would have those guys ready.
Man, it's tough for me.
It is. I mean, I normally would go experience in this situation, but we've seen Mike Vrabel enough in the AFC South when he coached Tennessee, so I figured he would have those guys, in New England ready.
It would, for me, it would depend, and I know it's going to sound crazy. It depends when they would play in the playoffs. If they
Yeah.
played in the AFC Championship game, I'd go with New England because Buffalo can never get the job done. If they play earlier on in that, I'd go with Buffalo.
Yeah. I mean, it's really that close if you think about it.
Yeah, man, I kind of agree with you guys, man. Um, but I mean, the playoffs are different than regular season. So, but yeah, I think I'd go with New England too. Uh, okay, guys, who would you bet on? Seattle and the Rams playoff game. Big Glenn.
I'm going Rams. Sam Darnold's going to have one of those kinds of games. I trust Matt Stafford a whole lot more than I do Sam Darnold, and I honestly think Seattle's kind of overrated. So
What about you, Chris? What do you think?
Oh, Rams in Seattle.
Yep.
I like the Rams. Rams beat them last time and didn't play great.
yeah,
And was able to beat them. And I think if both of them had their best days, I think the Rams are just a little bit better. I like the Rams. Yeah, but I like the Rams team a lot. But yeah, I would take the Rams.
Okay. I don't disagree with you guys. I like the Rams too. And the last question I had, guys, and then we'll do a little brief update on Dallas, and then we'll get out of here for the night. Uh, who chances do you like better to make the playoffs between Dallas, Carolina, and Detroit? Chris.
I would go with the Detroit Lions because I still think Detroit. I think Detroit's a better football team than what the record is. Uh, they just haven't been able to be consistent. They go back and forth, but I think Dan Campbell's going to get it figured out these last few weeks. So I'm going to go with the Lions.
Yeah, all three teams are, as of right now, would not be in the playoffs. So that's why I picked those three teams. Um, Man, I think Carolina's got a shot to get that division with all the injuries Tampa Bay's had and
Yeah.
everything. I think I'm gonna pick Carolina because I think Detroit's got a lot to overcome with Green Bay and Chicago. Uh, so I know it sounds crazy, but I think I'll take Carolina. What about you, Big Lynn?
it's tough because they're all three in a good position to potentially get in the playoffs. But I'm actually going to rank these because I was thinking about my answer when you guys were answering. I would go Detroit. One is the most likely to get in, followed by Carolina, then Dallas. The reason why I have Dallas at the bottom of this list is because Carolina has a good chance to potentially take the NFC South.
Okay, and the last question I'm gonna leave as of right now, you got to make a pick. What two teams are in the Super Bowl, Chris?
I know my answer.
I know the Rams out of the NFC. AFC is the one give me a little more trouble. I hate to say it, but I think they're going to go on and run these last four games, and they're going to get in the playoffs, and they're going to be dangerous. We'll say the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh
No,
shit!
that happened.
Um, what do you think, Big Lynn?
It is going to be a repeat of but it'll be a better game of the Super Bowl when these two teams played the last time. The last time these two teams played the Super Bowl, it was like 13-6. I got the Patriots and the Rams in the Super Bowl.
I'm going the Rams, and I'm probably going to surprise people here. I'm going Denver.
Okay, I can see that too.
I mean, of course, I'm hoping that my coach can do it or our coach can do it, but I'm going to go with Denver. Denver, I think, is getting more confident, kind of like New England. I mean, um, and a big key there is who could end up with the home field advantage. Could it be Denver or will it be New England? I think that could play a big part in it. So I'm going to go with Denver and the Rams. Um, well, guys, that's all I've got. Dallas is trying to make a drive, but they're shooting themselves in the foot with the couple of penalties here.
Yep.
They're
Hey,
trying to make a comeback here. I mean, there's still plenty of time. They're down 11, roughly about 3 minutes left. But I mean, they were in good shape and they had a couple first
Well,
downs, but they had penalties on them.
there's still a whole another quarter row,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes, the whole quarter.
so there's still a lot of time left. But yeah, they got to quit getting penalties.
Well, are they in field goal range?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
actually,
for their
yeah,
kicker,
they
they're
are
in field
now.
goal range. Yeah, because it'd be
I
about
think they're going. I think they're. Is he going for it? Why would you go for it? And
This kind of shit to get you fired.
well, it's like third. It's like 3rd and 19. Why would you? Surely they're not going to go for it. No, they're going. Yeah, they're kicking.
That'd be worse than the
Yeah, it's gonna be
Thanksgiving thing.
That's
a
good.
long field goal, but
Yep, they're down 8 now. It's 27-19. So then still got a couple minutes left in the third quarter, and then
what was
we'll
that? That was what, about 60-yard field goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Aubrey's the man.
Oh yeah, that's why I said with their kicker, they were in his range.
Well, they didn't
Yeah.
help themselves on that drive with the penalties.
No,
That's why I picked him up at our league, the Gonza League, because I went and got him early because I know once everybody started picking kickers, he's going to be the first one to come off the board.
Well, guys, you guys got anything before we get out of here?
Sure don't.
Listen tomorrow. ESAN and Gonzo's Sports Room. We'll be on at 2:00 Eastern, 1:00 Central. We'll be talking a lot of NFL. And
I do have something real quick.
okay.
Tune in tomorrow to find out how the Cowboys lost the game tonight.
Everybody have a
tune in tomorrow to
good
hear Jay crying about the Cowboys if they lose tonight.
Oh, he been real happy, man. Last week or so, man, they pulled off them 2 wins. He's been happy as a lark. And the thing of it is, I mean, don't get me wrong, they had a great comeback against Philadelphia, man. But everything went right for them that second half. Just like everything went wrong for them the first half, everything went perfectly good for them that second half, and it was a great comeback. I'm not putting them down, and they played real good against Kansas City. And they still, hey, with the offensive weapons they got, if their defense can make some stops, they got a chance.
Most definitely.
Well, everybody have a good night, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.